wanna stand with you on a mountain. Break me, shake me, hate me, take me. I wanna win the man that stops and you will be. I don't know if I need you, but ooh, I want to live careless and free. I want to run through the jungle, the wind in my hair and the sand at my feet.
I still to this day feel very protective of the fan experience and fans' memories of. It was a huge personal betrayal for me. I didn't want to have to keep pretending to be close to somebody who had not been very kind to me.
Really beautiful.
Totally.
woman.
She's still in my life. She's an
Yeah.
incredible human being. Yeah.
You think pop idols just spawn out of a TikTok filter? Think again. 25 years before K-pop armies ruled every feed, two broke Brisbane kids, calling themselves Savage Garden, hijacked every radio at once. One day they were hustling sticky floor pubs. The next, moms, teens, and taxi drivers were all humming the same sugar sweet chorus. The fairy tale looked flawless on TV. Yet offstage it was cracking like cheap porcelain. That crack widened into the breakup fans still whisper about his Savage Garden scandal update. What really tore the dream apart? Why did one hero vanish into real estate listings while the other ended up wired shut with titanium jaw? Tonight we're diving straight into Savage Garden's latest news, and nothing gets left in the vault. Ready to peek behind a velvet curtain and watch a perfect pop empire implode in slow motion? Let's hit play together, because the receipts are hot and the silence is even louder. Back in 1992, Brisbane felt small and muggy, a place where cover bands fought for beer tickets more than airtime. Daniel Jones, a lanky kid who could coax fireworks from a cheap keyboard, wanted something bigger. He posted a desperate classified ad. Need vocalist, range and heart required. Darren Hayes, a record store clerk juggling uni lectures and rent deadlines, saw the ad and said, why not? He walked into that rehearsal and melted the paint off the ceiling with a single run. They named the group Red Edge, then Crush, then finally lifted Savage Garden from In Rice's Vampire Chronicles because it felt lush and dangerous at the same time. Between 1993 and 1995, they mailed out 150 demo tapes, racked up rejection letters, and nearly quit. Enter manager John Woodruff, so convinced the duo would explode that he mortgaged his house to fund studio time. In 1996, I Want You burst onto Australian radio, shooting to number 4. The follow-up to The Moon and Back cemented momentum, but 1997's Truly Madly Deeply turned momentum into detonation. The ballad dominated charts worldwide, nabbing 10 ARIA trophies and cracking Billboard's top 5. Savage Garden suddenly weren't just Australians, they were global royalty. Hotels became hallways of screaming fans, TV slots stacked back-to-back, and every award show wanted their cheekbones on stage. Still, the spotlight had friction. Darren soaked in the mania, scribbling new lyrics on hotel stationery. Daniel dreaded the cameras and dreamed of a quieter life without 5 a.m. call times. The second album, Affirmation, dropped in 1999, hit Octo Platinum at home, and proved they weren't a one-hit fluke. Yet the sessions felt icy. Daniel tracked guitars alone. Darren cut vocals after midnight when the studio emptied. Nobody argued, nobody talked. The countdown had started, and nobody heard it. Peak fame arrived in January 2001 as they headlined arenas under fireworks. But inside the dressing room, conversation died. Daniel skipped elogies, skipped interviews, and skipped writing sessions altogether. Friends recall him closing his laptop mid-tour, saying, I'm done. Darren could feel the goodbyes settling over the tour like dust. By mid-year, he secret shopped solo producers in Los Angeles, finishing songs that would become his debut. On October 4th, 2001, a curt press release landed. Savage Garden was over. No tour, no farewell, just silence. Fan forums melted down. Radio hosts replayed Truly Madly Deeply on loop, trying to decode hidden clues. Darren doubled down on national radio, flatly stating, not even a cancer cure would reunite us. Daniel, flattened by anxiety, retreated home and refused every interview. Savage Garden scandal update had entered legend status overnight. Darren's solo single Insatiable dropped in 2002 and went multi-platinum. Yet labels censored the video, cutting 2 gay scenes and forcing him to straighten his curls. His 1994 marriage to childhood sweetheart Colby Taylor had already ended in 2000. The divorce finalized in the same week, Affirmation topped charts. He later revealed reading a gay magazine sparked the moment he accepted his truth. Coming out privately to close friends in 2001 felt liberating. Yet the industry tried to keep it quiet. Still, he pushed ahead. Spin went platinum. The Tension and the Spark in 2004 explored mental health shadows. And This Delicate Thing We Made in 2007 proved experimental pop could still bleed emotion. Meanwhile, Daniel founded Meridian Music, produced rising Aussie acts, then slammed the studio door in 2005. He packed for Las Vegas, passed a real estate exam, and started flipping homes under the desert sun. His neighbors had no clue their realtor once sold out Wembley. Savage Garden drifted to opposite life scripts, one writing symphonies in the Bay Area, the other negotiating escrow timelines in Clark County. Then life threw cut-glass curveballs. Darren married animator Richard Cullen in London in 2006, later remarrying in California once equality laws changed in 2013. They spent 17 years together building art and gardens, yet quietly separated in 2023, the same year Darren's mother died. Grief punched holes through every lyric sheet. Daniel sold his Vegas holdings, moved his family to Queensland's Gold Coast, and melted back into calm anonymity. That distance widened when Darren vanished from music until 2022's Homosexual, a title he wielded like a banner reclaiming a word once hurled at him in high school hallways. Critics swooned, but top 40 stations passed. Still, streaming numbers climbed and Savage Garden's latest news began trending again. Then March 17th, 2025 slammed everything sideways. Darren fainted 3 times leaving bed, smashed his jaw on hardwood, and woke in a pool of blood. Emergency surgery fused both halves with a titanium plate on March 21st. Doctors found no stroke, no tumor, no substances. 8 weeks Wired Shut couldn't silence him. He live-tweeted smoothie recipes and healing hacks, signing each update #StillZinging. Fans flooded timelines, streaming spiked 72%, and press called it yet another Savage Garden scandal update in real time. Daniel maintained radio silence behind gated fences. Real estate clients tried coaxing details. He simply smiled and changed subjects. Fans, critics, and industry voices all chimed in. Rolling Stone labeled the breakup the cleanest murder of a mega band ever executed. Billboard analysts insist a third album could have rivaled Hybrid Theory sales. Therapists pointed Darren's openness on PTSD and panic attacks as blueprint comfort for queer youth. Real estate podcasts hailed Daniel's pivot as a masterclass in transferable hustle. TikTok edits overlaid Darren's hospital selfies with "truly madly deeply," asking viewers, would you trade 1 billion streams for peace? Comment threads turned into therapy circles, conspiracy forums, and nostalgic karaoke challenges. Spotify generated a 25th anniversary bundle in 2024. The vinyl pressing sold out in 4 minutes, and Gen Z listeners send DM confessions about discovering "I Want You" through a Roblox dance. Algorithm gods keep feeding the loop, and every news spike pushes Savage Garden's latest news back up the trending ladder. Yet Reunion offers multi-million-dollar packages with private jets, get instant rejections. Daniel quietly tells friends a chapter is locked. Darren publicly echoes, lighting doesn't visit the same jar twice. The door remains welded shut, which only amplifies the mythos. Want backstage only trivia nobody's clipped yet? Woodruff's Mortgage nearly defaulted 6 weeks before I Want You caught radio traction. A single local DJ playing it twice in one night saved the house. The whispered lyric at 152 and "truly madly deeply" says "love me standing stone, not skin and bone," correcting decades of karaoke errors. Darren once recorded a scratch demo on a Tokyo hotel balcony at 3 a.m. He kept the background traffic noise as percussion. Daniel's favorite guitar, used on every hit riff, cost $60 at a Brisbane pawn shop, and producers begged him to upgrade. A python relieved itself on Darren's shoulder during a 1998 Japanese variety show taping. Network censors cut the segment. The breakup contract bars either from marketing solo work with a band name, explaining why you never see Savage Garden stickers on reissues. When Truly Madly Deeply crossed 1 billion streams in 2024, it temporarily outranked Baby Shark in an earworm neuroscience study. A meme stock called SGDN spikes 20% whenever the song trends on TikTok. Darren's titanium plate sets off airport security every single time. He jokes, "Guess my skull's a platinum record now." All these nuggets feed Savage Garden scandal update, proving small details keep legends alive long after the last encore. Now comes the part where the echo meets your earbuds. Does it blow your mind that the sweetest chart toppers hit a glacier of silence? Could you walk away from record-breaking fame like Daniel? Or would you chase a mic like Darren even if it meant broken bones and endless scrutiny? Which Savage Garden track inks a memory in your life story? And why does that chorus still stick in your head? Drop your take down below. Long comments earn shoutouts in our next deep dive. Smash that like button if this roller coaster history punched nostalgia straight into your playlist. And share the video with that friend who still belts "truly madly deeply" on late night drives. Hit subscribe because tomorrow we unpack another chart-slaying duo with an even messier implosion. Think this journey shook you? Wait until you hear the Savage Garden scandal update we've uncovered for their unreleased demos. Stay tuned, stay curious, and keep those playlists spinning.